Welcome back to Battle for Arcos in a matchup between the Iron Skulls of House Goliath and the High-Sec Enforcers. Gang warfare continues to rage through the streets of Arcos. Food supplies dwindle as hivers fight for scraps. Trust is a term long forgotten as day-to-day survival relinquishes the mind of rational thoughts. With gangs desperately needing supplies, the House of Chains arrives in Sector 3 to retrieve caches left by their informants. Unfortunately, the enforcers were tipped off as well, and if they can't have them, nobody will. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like the Necromunda content we are providing, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps our content get found and doesn't cost you anything. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can unlock the community tab. That will allow me to hopefully post a poll on which campaign we should run next, as well as get your votes for new gangs or upgrades to gangs that we currently have. We still have plenty of games in this campaign before we get there, so all in good time. Before we get to today's matchup, let's look at the midweek campaign table. The Fallen Angels appear to be leading the first half of the campaign with a perfect 3-0 record. They have an updated reputation of 13 and a wealth of 1190. The Iron Skulls and High-Sec are 1-1, while the Corpse Grinder cult is an astonishing 0-3. From a wealth perspective, however, they appear to be ready for a second half push. The Iron Skulls are coming off a narrow loss to the Fallen Angels of House Escher. It was a game they physically won, but let's take a look at their changes since week 2. Dipstick and Spike will be out today in recovery from the previous battle. Bone Crusher is going to spend 5 XP to increase his movement skill by 1. The Iron Skulls will recruit a champion, Rivet, who will take the Nerves of Steel ability. This allows him to take a cool check when he gets hit with a ranged attack to avoid being pinned. He will bring a Rivet Cannon and Fighting Knife to the group. The Settlement is going to generate the recruitment of a Juve. Bull will join the fight with 20 credits worth of free equipment. That will cover the cost of furnace plates and a stub gun with Dum Dum rounds. The Settlement will generate 20 credits of income. The Underhive Shrine will generate 30 credits and provide a blessing to Skuzz, giving him a 6-up invuln in the battle. The Manufactorum level will generate 60 credits and give them 30 credits worth of gear to their stash. Acid and Diesel add smoke grenades to their cards. The Iron Skulls depart for battle with 7 active fighters and an updated gang rating of 1085, total wealth of 1250. Over for the Enforcers of High-Sec, they are coming off a win against the Lodge of the Damned. Broadside will be in recovery, and a new Subjugator Patrolman, 8-Ball, will join the ranks. He will add a Vigilance Assault Shield and Stub Gun, along with a frag grenade to his card. The Precinct Fortress will generate 60 credits, the Underhive Shrine will generate 20 credits and no blessings, the Manufactorum level will generate 30 credits, and give 30 credits of war gear to their stash. 2 Respirators were added. The Enforcers depart with 7 active fighters and an updated gang rating of 1085, total wealth of 1200.
Men, we've received information that the Iron Skulls are receiving shipments of synthetic chemicals in Sector 3. We're going to shut it down. It's time to mount up.
The mission today will be Search and Destroy. The Enforcers will be attacking, and all 7 fighters will be on the board. The Iron Skulls will start with a random 5 on the board. The other 2 will come in as reinforcements starting at the end of the second round. The battlefield will be divided into 4 quarters, and a cache has been hidden in each area. At the start of the round, a crew may declare fighters are searching the area. They have to be standing and active to do so and more than 6 inches away from a board edge. That's their activation for the round. In the end phase, a roll of 5 up means that they found something. On a roll of 1 to 2, they found a booby trap, and we'll have to see what happens. High-Sec is attempting to destroy the cache, while the Iron Skulls are attempting to defend it and get it off the board. Getting loot off the board for the Iron Skulls is worth 2 victory points. If the attacker destroys it, making a double action intelligence check, it's worth 1 victory point. The battle ends when all caches have been removed off the battlefield or destroyed, or only 1 gang remains on the field. 2 tactics cards will be brought by each side. Place your bets now. Who do you have winning this matchup? Alright, really looking forward to today's game. Priority rolls for turn 1 are starting to go out now. We are going to tie this a few times before one of us breaks the tie. The Iron Skulls are going to be up first for turn 1. And we're going to see a lot of movement in the opening steps, similar to all of our games. We're going to see Acid activate first. He is going to make a double move to the stairs. We are then going to flip over to high sec, and we're going to see Lucky make a double move with his sniper rifle getting into the alleyway here. And then back over, we're going to see Bone Crusher make a move with his newly updated or upgraded move. He can move up to 10 inches now when moving twice. We'll then flip over to the Enforcers to see Rambo make a double move as well. Nobody can search on this opening turn because everybody's within 6 inches of the board edge. Flipping back over to the Iron Skulls, we are going to see Scuzz make a double move with his combat shotgun. Then we are going to see Switch make a double move, getting line of sight down the alleyway here. Then we're going to see Fuse activate for the Iron Skulls, making a double move up. Big Slick will activate for High Sec. He is going to make a double move as well and going to back up Switch. And then we're going to see Diesel activate for the Iron Skulls. He is going to make a double move, backing up Bone Crusher there in the middle. Leonidas, the captain for the Enforcers, will use an action to open this door, and then his second action to move into the alleyway here. And the remaining moves belong to the Enforcers. We're going to see Ice make a double move up the ladder here on this hovel. We're then going to see 8-Ball, newly recruited. He is going to make a double move to the side of the building here. And that is going to bring turn 1 to a close. Again, lots of movement taking place here. We're going to see some searches come around on the second turn, but everybody trying to get into some better positions here before the gunfire always starts to break out on the second turn. So no checks need to be made, no reinforcements are coming in. We're going to move to the second turn. Acid, Diesel, and Scuzz are going to search for the Iron Skulls. 8-Ball and Switch are going to search for the Enforcers. Priority roll's going out for turn 2, and it is going to be the Iron Skulls up first. We are going to see Fuse. He is going to aim and fire down the alleyway, targeting the ground that is beside Big Slick and Switch. And rolling these out, he is going to need 3s to hit here with an aim, and he is easily going to get this hit. We are going to roll out for a wound onto Switch, which is good, and then a wound roll on Big Slick, which fails. Switch does make an armor save, needing a 4 up. So they are going to be knocked back and pinned, and then we are going to move over to Leonidas. He is going to move up here to get line of sight down this alleyway, and he is going to fire his concussion carbine. 18-inch range on this weapon. He will need 4s to hit. Getting both of these guys under the template, targeting the ground next to them. We're going to roll this out, and it is going to miss. We are going to need to take an ammo check here, so he is going to roll that out, needing a 4 to pass, and he is easily going to be good here. And then Scattered Ice is going to put this into the wall on the other side, not causing any damage or pinning anyone. Next up, we are going to move over to Bone Crusher. He is going to make a double move, and really liking his enhanced movement right here. He is going to apply pressure to the Enforcers down the middle of the board. Remaining moves will belong to the Enforcers. We are going to see Lucky make a double move up the ladder here to take a high firing position for the next turn. We will then see Ice. He is going to move forward with his first action, and he is going to attempt to shoot through some heavy cover here, really trying to shoot the gap at Diesel with his Enforcer bolt gun. He will need 6s to hit as a result, and that's exactly what he is going to get. It is rapid fire, so 2 hits are going to go through, needing 4s to wound. There will be no wounds here, so he will just go down pinned. We're then going to see Rambo. He is going to make a move up the stairs, and then he is going to target Bone Crusher with his Enforcer bolt gun. Again, trying to shoot through heavy cover. He will need 6s to hit here. So taking a look at Bone Crusher, going to fire these out with his Enforcer bolt gun, and he is going to miss. Then we're going to move over to Big Slick. He is going to stand, and then he is going to use his second action to just move across the alleyway here. And that is going to bring us to the end of turn 2. So we do have some searches that are going out. Goliath did a pretty good job here getting a double pin, shooting down downfield with their grenade launcher. The Enforcers did hit back there by pinning Diesel. At the end of the turn, Acid is going to search. He will turn up nothing. Scuzz is actually going to search and turn up a cache. 8-Ball will search for the Enforcers, and he will turn up nothing as well. So it looks like Goliath, they're going to be in a really good position to score some victory points here on future turns, as Scuzz is over here kind of by himself. We will see the Juve Bull enter the field behind the Enforcer lines. Priority rolls for turn 3 going out, and the Iron Skulls will be up. Acid and Fuse will be searching for them, and Big Slick and 8 Ball will be searching for the Enforcers. Felt like I had Bone Crusher in a little bit of trouble here. Pushed up a little too quickly, so I did a double move with him to get to looking down this alleyway here, moving underneath the Enforcers, and then that's going to draw a reaction from Ice. He is going to move up. He does have him within 12 inches with his Enforcer Bolt Gun. It will be partial cover, so it will be 4s to hit with this Enforcer Bolt Gun, getting a +1 modifier for short range. And rolling that hit out, it is going to be a success. So Bone Crusher will go down pinned. Strength 4, Toughness 4, needs 4s to wound. It is going to do a wound, and it is not in the front arc. So the AP -1 will cut through the furnace plates, does 2 damage, injury dice is rolled out, and Bone Crusher goes down with a serious injury. So disheartening for the Iron Skulls. We're going to see Bull make a move up, and he is going to target Rambo with his stub gun. He's going to cock in dum-dum rounds. He is a Juve and will need 5s to hit here. The roll comes out, and these shots will miss. We will go over to Rambo, who is then going to move forward, and he is going to target Scuzz with his Enforcer Bolt Gun. Scuzz does have the loot cache. We'll need 4s here. Couldn't get the camera low enough, but he does get partial cover. That eliminates short range, so needing 4s, and that is going to miss. The Enforcers are going to play the lucky card here, or the lucky shot card, to reroll these, and it's still going to be a miss. Ammo check will be required on a 4-up. Everything is good, and that ammo check will pass. We will then see Scuzz, knowing that he is in trouble with the loot casket. He is going to make a double move back to his deployment zone and get ready to take that off the board in the end phase. We are then going to see Switch. He is going to stand and fire down at Bull with his Enforcer Bolt Gun just in range of his 24 inches. Firing these shots out, the shot is going to miss. We did roll for a nearby shot, which also missed. Diesel is going to use his first action to get to his feet, and his second to fire up at Ice with his stub cannon. He will need 4s to hit. That shot will miss. We will then see Leonidas. He is going to make a move and target Bull just out of range for short range with his concussion carbine, so he's going to fire just with his stub gun, and he will need just a straight 4 to hit here due to being out in the open, and he is going to get a hit with this roll. Bull is just a Juve, so he has a toughness of 3, so just need 4s to wound here on this guy, and he's going to get a wound as well. Furnace plates in the front, that 6 is going to be good for the save, so Bull just going down pinned here. And we're then going to see a tactics card played by Goliath. Inhuman Resilience is going to allow him to stand back up. And we're also going to roll out a dice for Bone Crusher here to see if he can roll over with a flesh wound. He's going to stay down with a serious injury, unfortunately. We are then going to see Lucky. He is going to make a move here, and he is going to target Scuzz with his sniper rifle, just what he wants. Unfortunately, he does not get the long range bonus because this is considered to be in short range. It is in heavy cover, so it's going to be a -1. He needed 5s here and does miss. We did roll for a stray bullet that also missed, and that is going to bring us to the end of an action-packed turn 3. And in the end phase, a 5 was rolled on the bottle test due to Bone Crusher being down. That is going to cause them to bottle as they started with 5, Bone Crusher being down, so that is a 6 in total. So the Iron Skulls will be testing at the start of next turn to see if they're going to stick around. They are going to get 2 victory points as Scuzz was able to move a loot cache back to his deployment zone. Other searches that happened, Acid is going to search his area, and he is going to find 20 credits. Fuse is going to search his area and find 40 credits. And 8 Ball is going to search for the Enforcers and find 50 credits, and Big Slick is going to turn up a cache in the Enforcers zone there. We are going to see Rivet enter the battlefield, who is a champion for the Iron Skulls, and he is going to attempt to try to get that loot crate away from the Enforcers coming up onto turn 4. Priority rolls are going out now, and it looks like the Iron Skulls are going to be up again. And in turn 4 action for the Iron Skulls, Acid will be searching for a cache. 8 Ball will be searching for high sec. Acid will stay on the field. Fuse, however, will flee. Diesel, Rivet, and Bull will also stay on the field. However, Scuzz will also flee. We'll start off with Bull. He is going to use his first action to move and his second action to fire. And he is just out of short range with his stub gun, so the juke will need 5s to hit against Leonidas here, and that shot is going to miss. We are then going to look at Switch, who is going to make a move, and he is going to fire at Rivet with his Enforcer bolt gun. We know these things can do some damage when close range. He is going to need 3s to hit due to being close range, and he is going to get a hit. Cool check will be taken by Rivet due to Nerves of Steel, and he will not be pinned. The wound roll will come out just needing a 4 here, strength 4, toughness 4, and that is good. Furnace Plate in the front, AP -1 gives it a 6-up save, and he is actually good, no wound taken here. Diesel then aims and fires his stub cannon at Ice, needing 3s. That is going to hit. We messed the footage up here, but that 6 hits. It wounds on that 5, and then a 5-up save is passed, so he will be knocked back and pinned. And then we are going to see Big Slick. He is going to make an intelligence check right here to destroy that cache, giving the Enforcers 1 victory point. But they're going to see Rivet. He is going to move up, getting into 3-inch range of Switch. Just needs a 2-up to hit with this Rivet cannon, and this can do some big damage when he connects, and he completely misses. Back over to Ice. He is going to stand up from previously being knocked back and pinned. He is just going to make a move down the ladder here into the alleyway, and then the rest of the moves belong to the Enforcers. We are going to see Lucky make a move. He's going to bring his sniper rifle up, looking at Rivet, just seeing the whites of his eyes here. He does need a 5, not getting a long range bonus. That shot is going to miss. We then flip over to Rambo. He is going to move and activate this lift to get to the 3rd level, and then we're going to move over to Leonidas. He is going to move up to get within short range with his stub gun. He is going to need 2s to hit, targeting Bull, and he is going to roll out a hit here on this 6. He is going to roll out a wound. Bull is just a juve, so he's toughness 3, so 4s to wound. He wounds on a 6. A 5-up save for Furnace Plates is taken and failed, so an injury die will be rolled out for Bull, and he is going out of action just like that. And that is all the action for turn 4. We're going to see Acid open up this loot cache here, or attempt to search, and it is actually going to be a frag trap. This thing is going to blow up, and we're going to roll some dice to see what happens here. So he already takes the hit. It is strength 3. That is going to do a wound to him, needing 5s. And then Furnace Plates, that actually fails. He needs a 6 with his Furnace Plates. Injury dice rolled out. It is going to be a flesh wound. He is going to be knocked back and pinned. Then 8-Ball, also doing some searching. He also finds a frag trap, and dice rolling out for that. Strength 3 hit. That is going to wound him on a 4, and then he is going to have to take an armor save, which is going to pass. Now we do go ahead and roll for priority on the next turn. The Iron Skulls would be up, but they have elected, with 3 fighters remaining on the board, to flee the battlefield. So Rivet, Diesel, Acid, they are going to go ahead and pick up and go ahead and evacuate the area. They are actually going to take a 2-1 victory with them, but gotta hand it to the Enforcers. They actually won this game today. So we have a very interesting post-game coming up. You're going to want to stay tuned for that. All right, and welcome to the post-game, and what a match we just played between the Iron Skulls of House Goliath and the High Sec Enforcers. The Enforcers won that game physically. They really dominated in a lot of aspects, just not on the scoreboard. The Iron Skulls are going to come away with a technical 2-1 victory due to getting one of those loot caches off the board, and the Enforcers only being able to destroy 1. But they did take down Bone Crusher. We did roll for an injury after the match, and believe it or not, it was Snake Eyes. I really wish I would have recorded these dice rolls, but Bone Crusher rolled a Snake Eyes, which means he is just simply lesson learned. He actually gains D3 experience that turned out to be 2 XP that he is going to get. He does have to go into recovery. But we did see a memorable death when Bull rolled completely the opposite and rolled a 66. So Bull actually dies, took a bullet in the head from Leonidas, and Leonidas will gain 1 more XP for that. So a lot happening here. The Enforcers will gain 20 credits for their efforts on top of all the other credits they secured today. That'll be on the screen. And then Goliath, they will take 30 credits for the victory, plus all the other credits that they received from the loot caches. All of the fighters will gain an XP for participating in the battle. There will be an XP for Big Slick for destroying a weapon cache. Leonidas will gain an XP for suppression orders as well as ice. That was what was rolled up for the ascendancy at the start of the fight. Scuzz will gain an XP for getting one of the caches off the table for the Iron Skulls. House Goliath would gain a rep for this scenario, but they actually lost it when they bottled. So all in all, there's not a big variance in what happened here today. Both sides were able to gain some much needed credits going into the down week, where they're going to be able to work through territories to get some more credits. So we had an absolute blast playing this scenario. Would like to know your feedback on it, what you thought. Did you think this battle turned out the way that you thought it would when I asked for you to place your bets at the beginning? Now, I didn't know what was going to happen. This is all recorded as we go, so I just thought it was so interesting. At most, we play one turn, and I come back in here and record it, and then we'll go play another turn, and so on. So really, as we got down to the end, and the Enforcers were really starting to whittle away the Iron Skulls, they had 3 fighters left, and it was just like, hey, look, you can keep going, but there's just going to probably be some more casualties. What a game. I think the Enforcers really kind of gave it their all, and they really impressed me today. So the game's going to end. Iron Skulls are going to take the victory, but the Enforcers hung tough, and pretty excited to see what they can do going into the second half of the campaign. Would just like to say thank you for watching this content, and appreciate you being here. Feel free to get involved in the comments. Let us know what you liked and what you didn't like, and anything that you would like to see in the campaign. We do proxy models and things like that because we don't have just unlimited income to go and buy a ton of boxes, but I am looking to interact with you guys more and just get some feedback on things that you would do. So feel free to leave that feedback in the comments. Again, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time.